I think Weird Al Yankovic Happy Birthday 2017 version. I'm assuming this is the right one, so we're going to try it, okay? All right, this looks really old school. Oh, speaking of that, I know there's a lot of Europeans that love Ren, and I like his stuff. I just don't agree with a lot of his points. And he was talking about like freedom of speech, allowing a reason to hate. It's not a reason to hate, and then went into immigration and trashing people who disagree with immigration policy. And I've seen that, and I'm like, yeah, no, like I don't care how mean you think you can make me sound by disagreeing with unhinged illegal immigration. You're giving people a free rein to show up, unaccountable, unknown, ghosts in the wind, and you're just assuming they're not going to be into shady stuff. It's like, no, that's not how the world works. So you got the Syrian refugee, you got people pushing fentanyl, child trafficking, arms dealing, which is hilarious because the left is all like anti-gun, but then the black market for arms dealing comes through the southern border. Duh. So you're not going to get guns off the streets by making them illegal for citizens while leaving the southern border open for the cartel to just have a gun trade. Like, what the crap, dude? You got to be so stupid for that. This has nothing to do with that song. It's just from our previous conversation.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Well, it's time to celebrate your birthday. It happens every year. We'll eat a lot of broccoli and drink a lot of beer. You should be good and happy that there's something you can eat. 1 million people every day are starving in the street.
Oh, snap. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. I am a big fan of broccoli and beer, so that part was pretty awesome.
You should be good and happy that there's something you can eat. 1 million people every day are starving in the street. Your daddy's in the gutter with the wretched and the poor. Your mama's in the kitchen with a can of Cycle 4. There's garbage in the water and there's poison in the sky. And I guess it won't be long before we're all gonna die. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you!
Wow. Okay, that got dark, saying we're all going to die, but happy birthday. I mean, that's the reality. I can respect that, actually. But you're like, we're poor. You got talking about people who are starving. Be happy you have something to eat because people are starving all around the world. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can respect it so far. Still funny.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Well, what's the matter, little friend? You think this party is the pits? Enjoy it while you can because we'll soon be blown to bits. The monkeys in the Pentagon are gonna cook our goose. The fingers on the button, all they need is an excuse. It doesn't take a military genius to see we'll all be crispy critters after World War III. There's nowhere you can run to, there's nowhere you can hide, because when they drop the big one, we all get fried.
Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah. World War III is going to be fought with nukes, and then the next World War be fought with like sticks and stones because there'd be nothing left to start off with. And then he's talking about them just like having their finger on the button, waiting for an excuse, the military-industrial complex, wanting to go to war forever and ever, ever. Cue Lindsey Graham saying that like spending $1 gajillion on Ukraine is the best money we ever spent to kill Russians. After he was talking about putting like, he was requesting someone to assassinate the president of Russia or prime minister, whatever he goes by. So I'm just like, yeah, dude, maybe don't talk about that. Like, shut up, Lindsay, you sack of shit rhino piece of... Okay. Anyway, I don't want to go too far on that. Point is, yeah, not big on the military-industrial complex, not big on endless wars. And, yeah, there's a lot of people who suck on both sides pushing that crap. It's very weird, though, that the liberals were super anti-war and they saw right through 9/11. They saw right through the Middle Eastern wars and, you know, the weapons of mass destruction being a hoax. And they were even like movies about that. I think it was The Green Zone or something like that with Matt Damon. Not Matt Damon. No, it was Matt Damon. Yeah, that was a really good movie. And it was talking about how there were no weapons of mass destruction. They got us into that war for no reason. And we just like murked a whole bunch of people and we didn't need to. And like liberals were all wise to that, keen to that. And I was on that side. And now they're like, we need to attack Russia. And I'm like, aren't you like kind of a liberal, like anti-war? It's like, no, send them guns, send them bombs, get them everything. We gotta attack, we gotta win. It's like, what does winning mean? It's like, just as much as it takes, as much as it takes. It's like, for what though? Like, what's the goal? And it's like, Russia has to just be gone. They're like, oh, okay, that's the goal. Got it. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. I think that was stupid. You're all stupid. That's how I feel about that. So anyway, I like the song so far, just for the truth bombs, literal and figurative.
Nowhere you can run to, there's nowhere you can hide. Cause when they drop the big ones, we all get fried. Come on, boys and girls, sing along, okay? Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Well, there's some punk in the alley and he's looking for a fight. There's an Arab on the corner buying everything in sight. There's a mother in the ghetto with another mouth to feed. Seems that everywhere you look today there's misery and greed. And I guess you know the earth.
Wow, okay, that's brutal. Dagnar, my unit found a warehouse in Iraq with a nerve agent and barrels. Oh, snap. Okay, well, that's something. I wonder who put it there before you found it. Just curious about that. Gabriel, basically the song is saying to enjoy every day to the fullest because anything can happen at any moment. Yeah, I mean, that part's good. Yeah, you were there. I wasn't there. So if you're saying you found that, you found it. Absolutely. I'm just curious how it got there. Like the bricks at the Floyd riots. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff is put in place to be found and used. And I don't know. But the point I was making before about liberals like hating the military-industrial complex and endless wars and all the harm that went against, innocent people in these conflicts. The reason they flipped is because then Obama came in and drone strike the crap out of the Middle East. I mean, he was like military-industrial complex mega guy. Like lots of fighting for stupid stuff. So they had to appease their basically god of the left, Obama, and pretend like they didn't see what he was doing all across the world. And then maintained that ignorance when Trump came in and didn't get any wars. Like he was like, hey, we're going to have peace. We're going to get along. We're going to have trade. We're all going to get rich. I got to have steak like every month. It was awesome. Super awesome. I got an assistant, a raise. Everything was cheaper. 1% inflation, $1.87 gas. The shit. And liberals are just like, he colluded with Russia. It's like, no, he didn't. He put the kids in cages. That was Obama. The Russia thing was Hillary. The Ukraine business deals, that was Biden. Like literally everything they accused Trump of doing, he didn't. And they did. So it's hilarious he got indicted for this classified document scandal, which is not a scandal because the president can declassify anything. And then Biden had all this stuff from when he was a senator, when he was a vice president. Not secure, not okay. And like he actually broke the rules that they're accusing Trump of breaking. Trump didn't, but he's indicted. So congratulations, Biden and your cronies. You've joined the list of, Hitler and Mao and Stalin arresting political opponents. Amazing. And I see people come up in here and they'll get in my DMs or in my comments and they'll be like, you're not free thinking because you don't agree that Trump's just as bad as Biden. I'm just like, what? Like, I'll agree that Bush and Obama are in the same group, the uniparty garbage people. Sure. But literally the entire world government, propaganda machine, the media, everybody rallied behind attacking Trump. And I'm from Rochester, New York, and we loved Trump. All the liberals loved Trump my whole life. Mad respect for the orange man. And then he runs away from the craziness that infected the left, right? Because he's a JFK era New York Democrat. And he ran away from their whole group and then decided the nutless right, the conservatives with no spine and no balls, I can go take over that area and bring a populist movement of all the good old boy American dirt under the fingernails, hardworking people with me. So for people who are like, no, he's just as bad as Biden, I'm just like, yeah, no. And so I just have no time for the ignorance, the mass stupidity of the people trying to put him in the same kind of group. Like, no, I'm not there, man. You can't get me there. So he's my dude, period.
With another mouth to feed, seems that everywhere you look.
Dagnar, I can say I don't like Trump as a person, but I love his policies. Yeah, that's fine. We need somebody to tell Rocket Man to go to hell and to tell China that they need to, have fair trade tariffs and stuff. We don't need someone who's nice. We don't need someone who you want to date your daughter or you want to play cribbage with. We need somebody who's the asshole on our behalf for the rest of the world to get things done, to make our life better. You want the person who's going to argue with the customer service agents for you while you're off just enjoying life. You don't want the nice, Mother Goose person. I just don't understand that either. They're like, I don't like him. Biden's the nice one. And it's like, okay, for one, he's not the nice one. He's not the non-corrupt one. So a bunch of lies about a person you believe, well, both people, because you believe but lies about Trump and lies about Biden to pick him over him. And even if the lies were true, they're still stupid. The logic's not there. I'm just like, we're looking for someone who's good at their job to do this thing for us. So in 2016, when I voted for Trump, I'm like, okay, it's him or Hillary, like Benghazi Hillary, like Clinton Foundation Hillary. That's easy. I would pick just about anyone over her. But then over time, watching from 16 to 20, I watched the mass propaganda machine go after this dude. And he was making gains in our behalf through all that. I'm just like, dude, this guy's a monster. And yeah, he's an asshole, but he's like Bruce Wayne too. That's something that people don't realize about Trump is he's like Bruce Wayne, where he's like Batman on the inside, kicking ass and taking names and doing all this stuff to make things better for us. And then he puts on that mask of the playboy billionaire asshole, when he's out in public and on stage and stuff. But then he's got the heart of gold and he's trying to fix everything if you actually pay attention. So yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic that he's got the show that he puts on as the kind of dumb eccentric billionaire. That's not real. Read some of the books and look at some of what's gone on. It's very interesting.
Buying everything in sight. There's a mother in the ghetto with another mouth to feed. Seems that everywhere you look today, there's misery and greed. And I guess the earth is gonna crash into the sun. But that's no reason why we shouldn't have a little fun. So if you think it's scary, if it's more than you can take, just blow out the candles and have a piece of cake. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday! And a pinch to grow an inch.
And a pinch to grow an inch. Okay, I thought that was good. That was really good. I wasn't ready. I had no idea what to expect whatsoever. And I felt like, for one, this guy pirated the video. I don't know where the real one is, but we will take it. That worked. Rio about the checks. Yes, he did. And I actually had a copy of that. And then basically the liberals jumped on board saying, yes, keep the checks going indefinitely. And it didn't really work out that well. And then they're like, yeah, the second you vote for me, you get $2,000. That was the liberals in Georgia, the Warnock and Ossoff. And so they miraculously won in the middle of the night, which that's its own can of worms. And then they didn't send the $2,000. They sent like, the rest from the previous checks to add up to $2,000, like that kind of thing. So it was like shady, but it was a bribe. Like they literally bribed their voters. They're like, yeah, vote for me and I'll send you money, this much money, as soon as you vote for me. Like they did that. That's illegal, but they did it. Hitlery is one I haven't heard before. That's funny. Sean, appreciate that. I've heard Killery plenty. I mean, all I'm going to say is the vibes I get from the entire Trump indictment and all of the documents and all of everything that I've seen so far is it reminds me of the second impeachment with CNN clips getting doctored, tweets getting doctored. And then when the lawyer shows up on the actual day, on the actual time, he just shares the actual truth. And then everyone kind of gets like basically dick slapped by Trump. And like, that's all that happens. So I think that's what's going to happen. That's just my prediction. I'm not, a fortune teller or whatever, but that's just what I think. He's not worried. Like he's so not worried about it.